I guess I'll just tell you what I told the team. Like, when the game starts, your job and your goal is to figure out a way to win. I think offensively we set the sport back a lot tonight, but I thought defensively we were really good, really good. And when you shoot it the way we shot it tonight, you have to find something positive to have success. And when you hold the other team to in the 40s, you got a chance to win games. So disappointed in some of the things that we did, but proud of the fact that we kind of woke up at halftime and compete. I mean, we competed. We just, and again, when you're a basketball player and your shot's not going in, your life is miserable. And too many of us, every team, people are defined by their jump shot. And that was the message at halftime and throughout the timeouts is, what are you doing to impact success? And tonight it was not making baskets. And one. So let's guard and hopefully make a free throw and defend, and that did.
The players have talked about how there's been kind of a emphasis placed on guarding better this season. What do you think you guys are doing better or did better like tonight to have that success?
No, there has been a definite emphasis on that. Everyone. Last year we weren't a terrible defensive team. You don't win the amount of games that we did and say you're terrible, but we weren't as good as we needed to be. But that was my fault. We had a young team, and we decided we were trying to be a good offensive team, let them do the things they're comfortable with. This year we made some adjustments. How we want to guard the ball, we're deeper. We have more experienced people on the perimeter. So I think we're better at just not always just kind of waiting to see what happens and, try and force things a little bit and pressure the ball a little bit more. And, I mean, like I said, if you watch our game, we don't look that much different probably to the people sitting in the stands, but we are. And I think that's shown in how we've guarded. And I basically stepped away from a lot of it, and Billy and Coach Dyer run the defense, and I, bite my lip a lot and let them do it. But I think we have kids that can defend a little bit better on the perimeter, and we're a little bit older. Audie. There's no question we're a better defensive team. I don't know how good it's going to translate to, but the small goal was 2 less turnover on offense, 2 more turnovers on defense for the season. If we could average that, you start looking at numbers, and in close games, that swings things. So that was kind of the goal, and the kind of the benchmark that we put in our defense.
You had talked about how everybody really struggled offensively. It seemed like Sydney, for at least a little bit there, was carrying you guys. What'd you see from her?
No, Sid's a scorer. She finds ways to get open. She's always been a scorer. She has that mentality. She hunts her shot. We got her the ball at the free throw line a couple times. And I think the uniqueness for Sid tonight compared to everyone else, she made her first 2. And everyone else didn't make anything. So it's like, now what happens? And now you're really pressing. But she can get to the free throw line. We can play her at the 4. We can play her as a big guard. She's got some versatility to her. So, yeah, I thought she was really good.
You touched on Sydney, but what was the impact of some of those transfers? Kenzie was another name in helping you guys sustain heading into halftime when those shots, weren't falling.
No, I mean, it's somewhat by design. I mean, we just kept playing. We played 12 tonight, not 11. We were just searching for a combination of A, who was going to make a shot, B, who's going to keep guarding. I mean, Kenzie's a really good defender, has played at a very high level already in college. Sid. So, like, all of those guys have played enough. So I thought they were really good. We didn't do as good a job entering the ball in the post as I thought we could have at times. We might have settled for some shots. And then you walk that fine line between telling someone not to shoot, and then it gets in their head a little bit. But I the end of the first half and into the third quarter, we guarded as well as we could, and that gave us the separation we needed.
Bill, what did it mean to be honored for your 30th season? And B, did you think your team would shoot 30% on the night you were honored
Yeah.
for your 30th?
No, it was very nice. I did not know they were going to do that. I don't like stuff like that. But no, it's very nice. Obviously, we've been so blessed to be here, and this is such a special place for our family. And you know, I've joked with you guys many times. You know, I grew up in a family that my father ran a gas station, and it was the family business. And Deb's, you know, parents were farmers, and that was the family business. Iowa State women's basketball is our family business, and we've been blessed to be here, and it was a very nice gesture. I appreciate Indiana State's patience, you know, when you're standing there ready to play. But it was very, very nice, and something that is very humbling, but I'm honored to be a part of this place as long as I have.
You mentioned the length shots aren't falling is the worst feeling for a player, but for them to respond, hold that team 25%, build a lead, win by 22 points when again shoot 30%.
Yeah. No, it does, and I think that's the thing. And I told him, I'm like, that's life. I mean, it's not always going to be you show up to class and you know every answer, or you show up to work and it always goes perfect. Like, so you can either say, well, this is my night and shut it down, or that's the great thing about basketball. There's other things you can do, and if you're mature enough and committed enough to your teammates. My night tonight is I'm going to defend, I'm going to rebound, I'm going to screen, I'm going to pass. And the basketball gods usually reward you later with a made shot or something. So I don't know last year. I'm not saying we wouldn't have won this game. We certainly would not have won by 20. So again, it's a credit to the kids. It's a credit to my staff for doing a great job of scouting them. And so, yeah, those are moments that are good. And it's always a lot easier to learn when you win than when you lose. So hopefully tomorrow we come back to practice. As I always tell them, the video and the stats don't lie. So let's figure it out and move on.
What have you thought of Audie these first couple games, specifically on the offense end?
Yeah, Audie's been really good. I mean, she missed a few shots tonight that normally, you know, she wouldn't miss. You know, they were in a zone early, and it's a little harder to get the post man a touch. But, I mean, she's as good a low post player as there is in the country. And like I said, we had opportunities to get her the ball, and we didn't. And you know, those are things that, you know, I have to do a better job of. But, you know, like I said, she missed I think she was 6 for 15. And on a normal Audie night, that's 10 for 15. She got caught up in whatever we all suffered from tonight. But she made her free throws, got her minutes in. So she's been really good. And she changes the game for everyone.
What's game plan LT now?
Obviously, she got in tonight. She did an individual workout or two. We got her into practice, and now it's instead of 11 people fighting for minutes, now it's 12. And she's athletic, she's bouncy, she runs, she can defend, made a nice move on the block. It just gives us another option at that spot. If Audie's in foul trouble or Willie is in foul, like Willie got her third foul at the end of the first half, you don't know the flow of the game, but she was doing really well before she got hurt. So she will impact our team somehow, some way. She really will.